Sponsored by RxCardClub.com. Get a free prescription drug card and save up to 85% on prescription drugs. RxCardClub.com. College football player rankings. Tetairoa Mcmillan, Trey Harris headline on 3 Impact Top 10 WRs after Week 3. 3 weeks of the season have come and gone, giving us a good idea who the top college football players are shaping up to be in 2024. Today we take a look at the top wide receiver offerings. On3's experts have put their heads together and weighed the performances thus far, as well as the overall ability of each pass catcher, to determine the rankings. Click here to go to Prize Picks and use code On3 to receive a guaranteed $50 once you play $5 in lineups. Let's dive in, starting from the top with the best college wide receiver in the game right now. It's always interesting to see what happens to a college wide receiver once they become the focal point of the defensive scouting report. Mcmillan ensured he'd be that guy with his season opener against New Mexico, when he snagged 10 passes for 304 yards and 4 touchdowns. Watch college football games live. Try for free Fubo. Click here now. Save $30 on your first month of Fubo by clicking here now. For a limited time, you can get your first month of Fubo for as low as $49.99. Stream ESPN, ABC, CBS, Fox, NBC and 200 plus top channels of live TV and sports without cable. Participating plans only. Taxes and fees may apply. He had a quieter week 2 but continued to make an impact, drawing away coverage from other players. Week 3 was more of his norm, with 138 yards and 11 catches. Still, even with the quiet week 2, he's putting up absurd numbers, 453 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns through the first 3 games. The Ole Miss wide receiver has been remarkably consistent through the first 3 weeks of the season, catching at least 8 passes per game. Though the touchdown numbers aren't there just yet, Harris is proving he'll be in the mix for the top receiver awards later this year. The talented wideout has averaged more than 130 yards per contest. He's now sitting on 27 catches for 403 yards and 2 touchdowns through the first 3 weeks of the season. And it feels like those numbers can continue to improve. Burden had the unfortunate distinction of already being on every defensive scouting report to start the season. He's had a tough go of it in the early weeks, though it's certainly not through any fault of his own. The explosive Missouri prospect is coming off his best game of the season, recording 6 catches for 117 yards and a touchdown against Boston College in a key win. He's got 13 catches for 181 yards and 2 touchdowns on the year, while he has also contributed a rushing touchdown. The two-way star has been good on both sides of the ball, and he's coming off his most productive game on both sides after helping his team to a win over Colorado State. Hunter has gradually increased his catch total each week, too. He came away with 13 catches for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Rams, nearly matching his scoring output from the opener, where he scored 3 times. In 3 games, the superstar wide receiver has caught 30 passes for 342 yards and 5 touchdowns.